Hey guys, welcome to another video. As you know, 2020 was supposed to be one of the greatest years for coasters ever. It turned out to be one of the worst years for coasters ever. I had planned lots of trips and was supposed to get my 200th coaster on steel engines this summer. And right now, I might not even get my 150th. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the evolution of my 2020 trips. So, right off the bat, and on April break, I was supposed to go to Williamsburg, Virginia, and I was supposed to go to Busch Gardens and ride Pantheon. And I was also going to pick up a credit from Grover's Alpine Express, because I didn't ride that the last time I was at Busch Gardens, and I was really excited to get back to this park. Unfortunately, the pandemic hit right around the end of March, and Busch Gardens closed. So obviously, I did not go to Busch Gardens then. I was also supposed to go to Kings Dominion on this trip. I've been there before, no new credits, but still would have been an awesome experience. So it really sucked. So then we pushed it back to Memorial Day. In Memorial Day break, we were supposed to go to Myrtle Beach, and I was going to ride Swamp Fox Coaster. I've been there before, so no new credits, but there is another park there that I was going to try out, which had like 2 new credits, I think. So I would have picked up 2 there. And Swamp Fox is an outstanding ride. So that obviously didn't happen at all. And then I was really thinking that Busch Gardens was going to happen. But it didn't. It just didn't happen. The pandemic got worse, and it was closed, as of all amusement parks. And it's barely even open now. It's only a couple rides that are open now. So my whole Busch Gardens plan totally got scrapped in the end. And then for summer, I had lots of big trips planned. So one trip was I was supposed to go to Maryland to go to Six Flags America, and another I was going to go to Rehoboth Beach. Those both got scrapped because of the pandemic. And then the evolution of my summer trip. I have had probably about 1 million summer trips by now, and I think I will be having one, which will be in a week. They all involve some sort of coasters, but not a lot. Like, in the beginning, before the whole pandemic happened, I was supposed to go to Ireland. Ireland would have been really cool. I could have been to Tato Park and ridden Kook Clan Coaster, and one other park that I forget the name of. It's like Barry something, and it has a Pinfari. So I would have picked up like 7 new coasters there, and it would have been a cool experience. I would have seen a lot of like castles and European things. The other idea for summer was that I was going to go to Spain. I was supposed to go to Madrid and Barcelona. So PortAventura, and I was going to go to Parque de Atracciones. 2 outstanding parks. But then, pandemic hit, and I was a little skeptical that that would happen. So I planned a backup trip. My backup trip was going to Canada. I had a whole big trip planned out. First stop, I was going to stop in Lake George for Six Flags Great Escape. Then I was going to go all the way up to Quebec City because it looks awesome, Quebec City, for the sights. And then I was going to go down to Montreal and spend a little bit of time at La Ronde. And right after that, I was supposed to go to Ottawa before going to Canada's Wonderland. And then the last 2 parks on the trip would have been Marineland and Darien Lake. I was also supposed to go to Cedar Point. I was going to fly into Cleveland and spend a couple days at Cedar Point. This was the plan the whole time with Europe, with Eddie Trip. We were going to go to Cedar Point for a couple days, and it would have been awesome. So then the pandemic happened, and we realized that Europe's not going to happen. So we stuck on Canada for a while, and then we realized Canada might not happen because it is another country when things started getting really bad. So we still had the Cedar Point trip, but now we had 2 other ideas, 2 other backups. One was to go to San Francisco and the other was to go to LA. The San Francisco trip would have been Yosemite, which would have been kind of cool because I've always wanted to see Yosemite, and I would have seen San Francisco, but I also would have ridden some good coasters, such as the Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, Railblazer and Gold Striker at California's Great America, and I was even supposed to go to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The other trip was in LA. LA I've been to a couple of times, so there was no sightseeing on this trip. Maybe the Chinese Theater again, because I didn't actually go in it, I just saw it from the outside. But the trip was supposed to be Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, and Disney. And then I was going to go down to San Diego for the beach. And I didn't go to SeaWorld San Diego the last time I went to San Diego, so I was going to go there. And I was even going to go back to Belmont Park. So it would have been awesome to go there. And then Cedar Point was always going to happen. And this was the backup trip, just so you know. So then, Canada. We realized that wasn't going to happen. This was in June, I think I realized there's no way this is going to happen. And then we started figuring out San Francisco, LA. So we realized LA, we've been there a couple of times, and I've never actually been to San Francisco, so we were going to do San Francisco. So we planned that, and then when that became less likely, we needed a backup trip. But right around this time, amusement parks started opening. Six Flags Great Adventure opened to the public on July 4th. Season pass holder preview was July 3rd. I went there on July 3rd of 2020. It was one of the worst experiences of my life, and I absolutely hated it. And I got on 4 rides in 7 hours, I think. Actually, 5 rides. 4 coasters. Batman the Ride, Bizarro, El Toro, and the Joker. I wasn't even able to get on Nitro. That just says something right there. So, awful experience at Great Adventure. And, yeah. So, that's the first time I went to an amusement park, and the last time I went to an amusement park. We are currently in the middle of August, around the middle of August, I think. Yeah. And I've ridden 4 coasters this year. So then San Francisco became less likely. We needed the backup trip. Our backup trip was to go to Cedar Point and do a whole big trip. I was going to stop in Pittsburgh and go to Kennywood. Then we were going to go to Cleveland before going to Cedar Point, and maybe even Cincinnati and go to Kings Island. And then on the drive back to New Jersey, we were going to go to Dutch Wonderland and Hershey Park. Would have been fantastic. So, San Francisco didn't happen. We couldn't fly. We realized that we weren't going to be able to fly. It wasn't going to be safe to fly. So we scrapped San Francisco. Done. And then Cedar Point, we booked it. We actually had booked the hotel and all that stuff. And then about a week or 2 ago, around the end of July, Cedar Point scrapped their plans for pretty much the month of August. They said only open on weekends. And we had booked the hotel on a weekday and realized it was not going to work. So we canceled that. And then we needed a trip and some sort of trip. So we tried Hershey because Pennsylvania can't physically be on the New Jersey quarantine list because Philadelphia is right next to New Jersey and people have to commute. So it can't physically be on the New Jersey quarantine list. While Ohio and all those other states can. So my original plan was to go to Dutch Wonderland, Hershey, and then go to Wildwood. Dutch Wonderland's only not open 2 days a week. And of course it's the 2 days a week that I can actually go to Hershey. So, yeah, that got scrapped, so no Dutch Wonderland. Knoebels, that just didn't work out, and Dorney didn't work out too. So originally we were supposed to go to Hershey. we booked that, and then we are also supposed to go to Wildwood, New Jersey. Hershey and Wildwood. This should hopefully happen. It's literally supposed to happen next week, so I'm hoping it'll stay this way. I can't wait to get on Candemonium, Sky Rush, and all the other amazing rides. I've been to Hershey before, but I wasn't tall enough for Sky Rush and all, and for other coasters like Storm Runner, but that won't be open, so kind of sad about that, but it's still going to be a great time. I'll get on Fahrenheit, I'll get on Great Bear, Sky Rush, as I said before, and Candemonium. It'll be awesome. And then Wildwood, I will be going to right after Hershey, taking a 3-hour drive to Wildwood, and hopefully this happens. I will be getting my 150th coaster on Great White. So originally supposed to get my 200th on Steel Vengeance, but 150 works. Great White, it's a cool ride. It's nothing great, it looks like it has some good airtime though. So, very sad year, but I will be going to Hershey, which I think will happen. I'm very hopeful that it will happen because it's only a week away, and I'm super excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the sadness of 2020 and all my trips. Comment down below what other plans you had, and if they got scrapped or if you're still planning on going. And that'll do it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.